That's the reason that most men create the feeling of anxiety, of uncertainty, and they feel depressed because they don't know how to use stress to grow and expand. 80% of success is mindset. If you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to win in life. But what's the difference between those men that have an unstoppable mindset versus those men that are struggling in life? Is how they deal with stress. See, stress is the number one killer. Stress, the main reason for heart attacks and autoimmune diseases, is stress is killing men every single day. But see, every single one of us will experience stress. But not everyone knows how to deal with stress to grow and expand. See, back in the primal days, we used to use stress to fight tigers, to fight the weather, so we could actually conquer more land and expand. But nowadays, modern men, we don't know how to use stress because stress releases adrenaline, it releases cortisol, so we could fight or flight. But see, the modern men right now, they don't know how to deal with stress. They sit on the couch because we still get the same adrenaline, we still get the same cortisol shots, we still get the same chemicals in our bodies, but we're sitting in the couch watching Netflix and just hoping and praying that the stressful situations that we're facing will go away. That's the reason that most men create the feeling of anxiety, of uncertainty, and they feel depressed because they don't know how to use stress to grow and expand. Most men do three things when it comes to stress. Number one is they deflect. They deflect the stress, they hide from their problems, they hide from stress, they pretend it's not there, and they put it under the rug thinking that one day it's going to go away. The second is they manage stress. They manage stress because they don't want to feel it, so they use drugs and alcohol, sex or porn because they feel stressed out, so they need a release. They don't want to face their stress. They don't want to face the challenges. So therefore, they try to manage it and sedate it. But see, the third man that uses stress to grow, they actually use it in order for them to expand. They use stress as feedback. The moment that you realize that stress is feedback, then you're able to see what do you need to work on in order for you to become better. So in order for us to learn from stress and get the feedback, we have to get clear of what's bringing us stress. So ask yourself that question. What are you stressing about? What's bringing you stress? The top three things that I've learned from men that I've coached is money, relationships, and time. Every single time that you feel like you don't have enough money, or if you can't make enough money, you feel stress. Every single time that you feel you're not connected with your wife and your kids and your relationships, you feel stress. Every single time that you feel like you don't have enough time or you have scarcity of time because you're trying to do everything, but you realize that you can't do everything, you feel stress. But the question is, what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on the things that you don't have? Are you focusing on the problem, or are you focusing on the solution? Every single time that you focus on the solution, you're going to find opportunities. Every single time that you focus on the problem, you're going to attract more problems. So the key here, if you want to be less stressed out, is ask yourself, what's stressing me out and what am I focusing on the most? Another question is, are you arguing with reality? What do I mean? Are you focusing on the things that you should have done, that you could have done, but you didn't? That's arguing with reality, because the reality is that you're stressed about something. But if you're arguing, I should have done this because I wouldn't be in this situation, you're not looking at your reality as facts. You're arguing reality. You want things to change because you're living on the past. The key is focusing on the things you can control. Because you can't control the past. You can't control the things that you should have done. The only thing you control is the things that you're going to do. So every single time that you focus on things that you control, you have more power. And the fastest way to get rid of stress is to find perspective. Ask yourself this question: how can this be worse? Because the moment that you expose and amplify the worst case scenario in your mind, you will find perspective. You realize that, man, it's not as bad as you think. Whatever stress you are right now, you could actually fix it. You can actually become better out of it. But every single time that we focus on the problem and we dwell on the problem, we don't have perspective. When you change what you focus on the most, you could grow from stress. If you focus on the solution instead of the problem, you're going to find opportunities. When you focus on the things you control, you're going to be able to have more power. When you focus on perspective, realize that it's never as bad as you think. And when you focus on progress, you're not going to wait for perfection. The reason that most men don't have a stoppable mindset is because they're allowing stress to guide their lives. They're reacting to life constantly, and they don't have the power to use stress to be able to grow. My intention for you is to realize that you have the power to change your focus. You could use stress to grow. Stress is feedback. Feedback in every single area. The moment you realize that stress is exposing your weakness so you get stronger, that you have to stop praying to God to make your problems go away, just pray to get stronger, to become wiser, to become better. Because using stress to grow, as using stress as fuel, is going to help you find your edge and sharpen your edge so you can become a better leader. So change your focus. Use stress as a tool, as feedback, and level the fuck up and lead. Because the best is yet to come. Learn it, live it, experience it. Love life.
If you're a man that's looking for the edge, go to findmynextlevel.com to join us on a 30-day challenge. This challenge is going to give you the system and the process so you can find your code to the edge.